back at the headmaster's office. Ironwood, let me get this straight. We were just a fraction of humanity. Magnus, yes. Ironwood. And that the Imperium is in total control of all the human planets in the galaxy? Magnus, yes. Ironwood. And we're technologically inferior to most of the planets you found? Magnus. You say that like it's hard to comprehend. Ironwood. How can we simply believe that out of the blue? Conrad. So you thought you were the center of the universe? Typical elite. Vulcan. Most of your systems and procedures are rudimentary at best and completely outdated at worst. Magnus. The only thing you did that was remotely better than we did is create an artificial intelligence that is not so abominable. Glinda. What do you mean by that? Corvus. The Emperor faced the results of an outbreak of artificial intelligence that chose to be hostile towards human life. Fulgrim. And made a dreadful war of the Men of Iron. Ivan. Men of Iron? Magnus. They were an army created by the abominable intelligence to rebel against the Imperium, believing it to be superior than us, and our father chose to wipe them out and censor or made illegal to make another AI. Glinda. Understandable with what you went through. Ashvin. So our apps are better than yours? Vulcan. By a huge margin. We have to appease something we called a machine spirit that resides inside our war gear and war machines. If we appease it, our weapons will function as intended. Ashvin if not, Fulgrim. They'll jam or refuse to work. But with how these little fancy baubles operate without a machine spirit present truly is impressive. John. So, with all of that revealed, are you still gonna try to test your mettle against our fleet? Ironwood gulped, seeing that they are just a taste of what's to come, and he chose to submit to their authority. The only headaches for him after this will be the rich elite liberals. Ironwood, I concede. Conrad. Smart decision. I doubt your little toothpicks you call knights won't even last long against a simple Imperial Guard regiment. And that is not counting on our aid. Ironwood adjusted his collar. Conrad. That one is awfully quiet and drinking ever since our discussion. He points to Crow drinking himself stupid in the background. Glinda. Don't mind him, he's just one of our operatives on the ground. Conrad. I have been meaning to ask, what is your fighting against? Since you not only have criminals to contend with. Glinda. That's. Ashvin. I will tell them. One dumbass explanation later. John. So you're saying that the greatest threat to this planet is the greatest failed marriage and the saddest excuse of a divorce? He rubs his temples. Magnus. Snicker, imagine what would father do. John. If he does anything here, I will show him such an anger that would make Uncle Omron look like a monk in comparison. Then more teleport in. Omron, I would love to see that. Who shit in your serial nephew? All of the people on Remnant in the room stood in surprise at more of these Primarchs, meaning each having 10,000 men with them. Lion. It's good to see you, boy. You should have seen the look in your father's face when he realized you and your sister were gone. John. Tell that to the warp brats that took us like they took all of you from grandfather. Lehman. Ha 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 ha. He has spunk. I like that. Jagatai. I should get him a bike for his birthday present. Magnus. So, where's the rest of the fleet? Lion. Oh, so this is where you shut yourself in. The rest of the fleet is cleaning up an orc whack, or what they call it, and some remnants of Dark Eldar raiding parties. They are on their way here. John. What happened at the WAF? How did you stop it? Lehman, huh? You should have seen it, nephew. Horus threw their war boss into a window out of a high orc mech. I swear I think I can still hear the splat. Magnus. You do know that fungus will regrow. Omron. At least we'll have a round 2. John. So the entire Gothic Armada is on deployment, and what about Terra? Lehman. Dad's BFF is currently managing the High Lords of Terra and Custodes in the Imperial Palace. John. Malkador? Well, that's good. Yvraine, nephew, do you have things to fight here? I'm spoiling for a fight after that orc whack. Jaune, the Grimm would make good sport, but I advise you to go after the older Grimm out there. The older they are, the better they fight. He shows him the various classes from his scroll. Yvraine, good. I'll be off then. He teleports back to his ship to prepare the World Eaters to devour the world of Grimm. Fulgrim, there he goes again, that brute. Lehman, at least he's doing something rather than waste time one makeup. Fulgrim, why you mangy mutt? Lehman, want some, come get some. Jaune, shut it. The Primarchs all looked to Jaune, and damn, he looked pissed, like he said more pissed off than Yvraine when he's hungry. Jaune, I don't want a Primarch scale fist fight here. Take it elsewhere. Vulcan, while commanding like his father. Conrad, and angry as father. Magnus, I felt psychic echoes from the outburst. Strong like his mother. Ashpin, well, things just got more complicated in our end. Crow, you said it. Glinda, well, it's not like our enemies have the advantage anymore. Meanwhile, Grimlands, Evernight Castle, Salem, what do you mean you failed? Cinder, there was this hulking behemoth in my way, and by his looks and his allies I felt that I was doomed if I even sneeze in their direction. She sent Salem an image of the Primarchs that got her to raise a brow. Salem, well, that's new. What's interesting armor? What kind of technology does it hold, I wonder? Hazel, regardless, Oppen has found new pawns. We'll just have to dispatch them like the others. Salem, adjust the plan, and then something glowed outside their windows as they looked to see a greenish glow.